Hey guys, welcome to this edition of Adventures of Malibu and Dad. Guys, today it's summertime. We're here at Old City Cemetery, and we are real close right here to the Confederate area of the Old City Cemetery here in Lynchburg, Virginia. I always like visiting at different times of the year. It always brings a different feeling. So come along with us, guys, as we take a look and see what the summer brings here at Old City Cemetery. Come on, guys, let's have some fun.
We're glad to share the places and the people that we'll meet. Think of the memories we'll have. Exploring hidden history. It's time to hop aboard on the road with Malibu and Dad. On the road with Malibu and Dad.
All right, guys, as we come in, it's beautiful. Tuesday morning is a quite warm day. Yesterday was crazy 100-degree temperatures here in Lynchburg. But this particular archway, it reads on the top there, in memory of the Confederate dead who are buried here. As you guys know, Lynchburg was very famous during the Civil War for being a very large supply hub, but also a hospital for all the wounded soldiers. Probably 10 to 15,000 soldiers wounded here during the entire time of the Civil War. And those numbers just grew and grew, because it was one of the bloodiest wars known to have happened back in the day, between Gettysburg and all the other big events and battles. I mean, man, we had wounded on both sides by big numbers, as you know. But here are some of the buried. A lot of these soldiers here, guys, are unknown. They died in local hospitals. They were dying so fast, man, they were just trying to bury them and give them the best burial they could. And this is one of the cemeteries that took in a lot of them, guys. I don't know the exact number. I think there's somewhere in that avenue about 1,500 to 2,000 Confederate dead soldiers here. I personally helped out on one of the headstones here towards the back there. I don't know if you can see it right there. Help replace that big stone there. The original one was damaged, and subsequently we switched it out. When I first moved here to Lynchburg, I helped out with some of the maintenance and grounds work as a volunteer, and we fixed the stones, not just as Confederate graves, but stones of all the people buried here. There's a plethora of people here buried, along with George Washington's niece, believe it or not. Well, the summertime brings a different feel. I've been here in the winter with you guys. I think in the fall, summer is definitely a lot brighter, a lot hotter, to say the least. They're not using the battle flags, they're using this flag here now at the cemetery. It's a great monument there to all the different states. They were in the southern Confederates of States. I love the gazebo here. I mean, it's just very tranquil and very restful here. Now, this particular plat here, guys, is the different rows of soldiers. There's 50 of them buried in this particular area. And this plaque was to them. Or I should say monument, not plaque. All their names are there. They're from all over, guys. And there were mass graves because it's just the way it was. The tree here, a beautiful tree. It just rows and rows. Goes all the way to the back, along the back wall there. But very well done. Probably one of the more restful places, especially for all these soldiers. The gave all. So some of the remains here, guys, have been identified. And this one here is one of them. And this is soldier James M. Saunders. He's a private in Company K, 34th Regiment, North Carolina Infantry. So he was born 1840 and died August 12th, 1862 at the Ladies Relief Hospital, which is in downtown Lynchburg. I did a video of that particular hospital. A lot of the old buildings were converted into hospitals for the Civil War soldiers. There's another one here that's been identified as Edmund T. Tompkins, the sergeant, Company G, 42nd Virginia Infantry Regiment. He was born 1844 in Pennsylvania County, Virginia. He died August 11, 1862. Lynchburg, Virginia, another soldier died at the hospital due to infection, his wounds. Any way you put it, guys, he gave his life for his country. I like how they've identified some of these. There's Nathaniel Meeks. He's a private in Company D in North Carolina Infantry. And looks like he died September 12th, 1862. So it's nice that they've got some of these identified. I know they work on DNA sometimes, if there's any left. And they have ways of tracking down some of the veterans and who they are. But many of them guys are still unmarked, as you can see. And always there's that creepy tree at every cemetery. Look at this thing, guys. I think it's almost completely hollowed out in the center there. One thing I like about the cemetery here, guys, is all the beautiful flowers.
Dr. John J. Terrell set up shop in this room, and many of the things you see here were used by him.
Even had bees over there.
On the opposite wall.
So I got my grandchildren from Michigan visiting, and trying to teach them a little bit about Civil War history and what's going on in the world. And you should always make sure, guys, to teach the future generations a little bit about history. And that way they don't repeat it, and they know their Constitution and things that are going to get them through life. Because after we're gone, guys, they're going to be the ones to carry on. That's why it's important to share history. Let them know we're in the super highway of life, and all they know is Google. Sometimes garbage in and garbage out. What people want you to hear or know will be put in Google. You study the facts for yourself and seek out other sources. That way you know the truth, especially when it comes to history. It's always a good time visiting here. I don't care what season it is. Summer being the hottest, but always beautiful here. Very peaceful. Old City Cemetery, Lynchburg, Virginia is one of the oldest and very historical, and something I highly recommend if you're in Lynchburg. It's probably one of the better free things to do, and it's a complete and awesome jewel to the community. And what Lynchburg is all about as far as what the Civil War was concerned. So much history here in this town.